This video is sponsored by Studio Bebop and YuGeoPrices.com for all your pricing needs. Now available on the App Store. For more information, check the description below.
What is up, YouTube? This is Lentheo coming at you with a very special opening. It is a Super Starter, one of the new structure decks that have come out, and this is sent to me very kindly by Chaos Cards. Do check out Chaos Cards. This video is sponsored by them, so yeah, you'll definitely need to check them out. I'm kind of a bannerman, as they say, for them now. So I'll be doing some giveaways and some product openings sponsored by them. So that would be very cool to watch out in the future for. But yeah, so we're going to open this up and you can see basically what it is like. So hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to get into this. I'm not really bothered by the box. So yeah, so this is quite a cool little structure deck that's come out. We do know there are more Utopia themed, well, not Utopia themed cards, but more Utopia reprints, which is what everyone clearly wants, isn't it? So yeah, so without further ado, we'll get this open now. So there is the deck. You got the number C, Chaos number, 39 Utopia Ray. And I'll crack this open, so we'll move that across to the side. So yeah, in this, basically, we have the actual deck. One of the super packs, which comes with V-Ray. And obviously we have the beginner's guide and the very cool playmat. So we'll get rid of this and just open up the playmat so you can see what it looks like if you do wish to see it. So this is the first time me seeing it as well. So that's quite cool. So it goes through all the different stages for beginners. Kind of draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1, main phase 2, battle phase, main phase 2, and end phase, and now it's your opponent's turn. So yeah, so it lays it out very nicely for some starters, as you can see. So that's quite cool, but for me, I am not very interested in that, as I'm sure most of you aren't interested in this either. So then we have the beginner's guide. I mean, we don't really need to flick through this, do we? The only times I actually look through this is to see what new cards they use for the actual rulings. So we'll leave this to last. But yeah, so here is the deck. So we'll jump straight into it when I can actually find the opening, because it is impossible to find, but there it is. Excuse for the sniffling, I do have hay fever and it is very, very annoying. So here we are. So we've got number C, 39 Utopia Ray. So obviously this came out in Ultra Ultimate and Gold beforehand. So we've got that there. Then we've got the Super Utopia. Super Utopia looks pretty cool. Another Utopia reprint. Can't really argue with that. But yeah, so let's get into the deck. So we've got Cosmo Queen. We've got Trance the Magical Swordsman. A very cool card, I think. Neo the Swordsman. Mystical Elf. And Chamberlain the Six Samurai. So they're the normal... they are the normal cards. Normal monsters that you have in the deck. So let's try and see how we'll do this. So we'll pop that there. There we go. So, yeah, out of the actual monsters, the effect monster, we've got Gagaga Child, which is a very cool card. I really like this card. It's a level 2 spellcaster. If you control a Gagaga monster, other than Gagaga Child, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, target one Gagaga monster you control with a difference level other than this card. This card's level becomes that level, basically. But you can't conduct your battle phase during the turn you activate this card. So basically, if you've got a Gaga Magician out, somebody Gagaga Magician, call like level, say, 8, then you can special summon this and copy the level. So that's very cool. Magical Undertaker, Caligro Claw Crow, and as I was just saying, Gagaga Magician. And we've also got Gagaga Girl, which is a very cool reprint. I didn't even realise that was in there. Obviously, that was a secret beforehand, so very cool. So it's quite nice for some starters for their, you know, if they want to get some XYZ going, they can do that with that card. So very, very cool. Gagaga Gardener, Zuba Zuba Knight, Granbara Knight, Archer, whatever. Goblinberg, which is a very cool card. Kage to Kage. This card has been getting a lot of attention on the scene recently with you know, King Feral Imp, where you can search for this card and obviously you can normal summon and then special summon this for quick level 4 XYZ plays. So it's very cool. Suke Knight. Sorry, my phone's just going there. ZW Unicorn Spear. Here's one of the unicorn equips. They go along with this, obviously, so that is quite cool. We got Marauding Captain, a very old school card there. You can't really go wrong with Marauding Captain. I do like this card. And then the last monster is the Old Vindictive Magician, just for that monster destruction. So yes, so let's go on to the spells. Spell is very cool. So Swords of Burning Light. When you control no monsters, continue a spell. When you control no monsters, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare attacks. If your opponent, if you control a monster, or your opponent has more than 5 cards in the hand, destroy this card. So it's a bit of a stall card, you know. It could be considered a good top deck card because there are not many chances when your opponent's going to actually have more than 5 cards in the hand unless you're just being absolutely destroyed in a top decking situation. So yeah, that is quite cool. So we'll put that there. So we got Blustering Winds. I'll put these here actually. Wonder Wand, very nice reprint that. A Double or Nothing, which can obviously be used with Utopia, because you can attack, negate your own effect, and then activate, negate your own attack with Utopia, detach, then activate Double or Nothing to double his attack, and he can attack again. Ego Boost, Gagaga Revenge, used to be a super. XYZ Unit, the A-Forces, that's one card I have not seen in a very long time, so that is quite cool. That's very much back in the olden days. Rota, or as we say, Reinforcements of the Army, very cool card. Nice to see that as a reprint. And the Warrior Returning Alive, so that's very cool. And then going on to the traps, we have Puzzle Reborn, Gagaga Shields, recently recently printed as a Ultra. Copy Knight, Impenetrable Attack, Utopian Aura, XYZ Effect, Shadow Spell, another very cool old school card, Dust Tornado, Call the Haunted, nice reprint, and Dark Bribe, another nice reprint as well. So yes, that's basically the deck. So it's a pretty cool deck for people who want to start out. There are cards that people might want, it might appeal to the existing players. So hopefully you've seen cards that you like there. So we'll get into the opening now here, and this kind of just gives like gives the existing players something to kind of look into really with this. So yeah, here we are. So we've got Acid Golem, which is quite a very nice reprint there. Let's just see if I can focus a little bit better. There we go. So we've got Acid Golem, Shining Elf, Swords of Revealing Light, Magic Cylinder. There's the number, basically Utopia Ray V, which a lot of people want this deck for. And then you've got the rank up card with it as well. And Caravan Lancer, Bite Bug. I've never seen that card before. If your opponent controls a face-up XYZ, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, target one monster your opponent controls. That monster loses 300 attack. So it's an Insect Earth level 3. So just for some level 3 plays there. Crane, which a lot of people do want because Crane's very cool. Basically, one of these tour guide type cards. You can just go for level 3 plays, but it's from your graveyard. And Gentlemander. So that is very cool. So I hope you enjoyed this opening, guys. Do check out Chaos Cards for me, please. And do comment if you enjoyed the actual opening. If you would like to see more of them, I'd be very grateful. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And